Welcome to Niger Voice TV. The insecurity in Eastern region is getting worse day by day, and the Nigerian government are making life unbearable to the Eastern region. As IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, have taken it upon themselves to protect their land against the Fulani herdsmen. Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. This is illegal. This is unlawful. The international community are watching. The US Parliament are watching. The UK Parliament are watching. And other big international observers. Nigerian government are abusing power. A Nigerian came online to analyze the insecurity in Nigeria. This is the breakdown. Here is a video footage of his own views. This is Niger Voice. Don't forget to subscribe, watch and learn.
Welcome back to the channel. Something is not right in Nigeria. The people who should protect us are the ones hunting us. Soldiers with guns, police with sirens, DSS with dark vans. They are not in our land to keep peace. They are in our land to plant fear. From Ebonyi to Enugu, from Imo to Aba, the story is the same. Housebound, youth arrested, mothers crying, and nobody to speak for them. This is not by accident. It is planned. It is a strategy. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned us before they took him.
Police and the army. Danjuma himself, General T.Y. Danjuma himself, testified before the British Parliament that the army of Nigeria and the police are colluding in the conquest of indigenous populations in Nigeria.
Welcome to Niger Voice Television, where we give voice to the unheard.
And we are no exception to that very horrible and sinister conspiracy. The police we have in our land are terrorists in uniform. The army we have in Biafra land are basically terrorists. They are there to aid and to support Fulani with advancement to the Atlantic Ocean. And we are there to stop them, and we are stopping them, and will continue to stop them. A few days ago, as I said, we embedded our men and women of the Northern Command of Eastern Security Network. When we said Northern Command, people were confused. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. When I talk about the Northern Command, I'm talking about the northern part of Biafra land, which incidentally starts from Benue State. So we are right to be there. If you don't want us to be in Benue State, quietly go back to Abuja and appeal to them. Tell them to release Igbo people in Benue and carve them back into Ebonyi State, where they should belong, or Enugu State, as the case may be. Therefore, anybody, one thing about Nigeria is that they tend to defend the aggressor. It is in the DNA in Nigeria to always support evil. That is why this very newspaper publication, I don't have a means of putting it here on Instagram where I am broadcasting live, where you can see my face and my facial expression, but it will be on my Facebook page. If you go there, you will see it. This publication was made on January 23 of 2021, this very year. It is a front page news by Vanguard. I want you to understand how an average Nigerian thinks, how they reason, why I think that Nigeria itself is a curse upon humanity. There on the front page, you will see, we will kill all policemen and take over Edo State. Fulani Janjaweed, those they claim are foreigners. These people they told us are foreigners. They come from Mali, from Senegal, from Gambia, from heaven knows where, from Niger, from Chad, from Northern Cameroons. But they are in Nigeria, killing people. After killing us, they will not turn around and tell us to absorb them into our communities. That is why anybody, any Igwe, any PG Any greedy, avaricious fool, stupid enough to give any of our land to Fulani Janjaweed, you are finished. There was a man in Enugu that tried the same nonsense. Go and ask him where he is today. We take no prisoners. You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody. I understand that the Sarikin Fulani of Lagos went to see the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria in Lagos a few days ago. And according to the message, or should I say information coming out of the...
In this video, we are going to break down the facts, the hidden truths, and the real reason why soldiers and police are everywhere in Igbo land.
Welcome to Niger Voice Television, where we give voice to the unheard.
But nowhere when Fulani S-men attack. Please stay with us till the end, because in segment 10 we will explain how all of this connects to why Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and why they are afraid to release him. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video. If you believe the world must hear what is happening, type in the comment hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now. Military occupation or hiding war. In normal countries, the army is called only during war or crisis. But in the southeast, soldiers are always on the street, even when there is peace. Why? Since 2017, Nigerian military operation like Python Dance, Crocodile Smile and Godi Down have all been carried out in the east. They say it is to stop insecurity, but in reality it brings more violence. In Olu, military jets flew over homes in Ebonyi, Isiagu community. Just this week, 5 houses were set on fire and villagers ran into the forest. Why is this happening? Is the East a war zone? No, but the government treats it like one, and every time it is Igbo civilians who suffer, women, children and the elderly. This is not security, this is occupation. Bandits in the north, terrorists in the east. When Fulani S-men attack Christians in Benue or Plateau, what does the government call them? Bandits. But when Igbo youths protest police killings or raise Biafran flags, they are called terrorists. Why the double standard? This is not just language, it is part of the physiological war. By calling Fulani killers bandits, they soften the crime, but by calling Igbo youth terrorists, they justify military action. That is how they excuse sending tanks and soldiers into peaceful communities. So why bandits in the north are negotiating with governors? Our brothers in the east are facing bullets for simply asking questions. This is injustice, and it is a tactic to silence the voice of the east. DSS and the police, who are they protecting? The DSS is supposed to gather intelligence and protect the nation from internal threats, but today DSS agents are breaking into home in the middle of the night. No court order, no explanation, just abduction. Why are they doing this? Because they fear people who speak truth. Anyone who speaks about Biafra is seen as an enemy of the state, not because they carry guns, but because they carry facts. Police stations in Igbo land have also become place of fear. They stop buses, search phones, and if they see Biafra in your chat, you may be arrested. Are they protecting the people or protecting the system? Their uniform is now a symbol of fear, not safety. The bush is now a home in Isiagu, Ebonyi State. The people now sleep in the bush. This is not a fear detailed. It is happening right now. After heavy shooting by Nigeria soldier on July 31st and again this week, people flee their homes with nothing, no clothes, no food, just life. At least 5 houses were burned. And when you ask the army why, they say they are chasing IPOB. How does burning down home stop insecurity? These people are not armed. They are farmers, mothers, children. This is how they force people to abandon their land. It's slow, quiet displacement. It is war without announcement. And sadly, the world is silent. X-men with guns, but Igbo youth are the threat. This is the big question. Why is it that Fulani X-men carry AK-47s, enter farmland, kill villagers, and nobody arrests them? But Igbo youth who carry Biafra flags are declared wanted. In Enugu, Aba, people have lost farms to X-men. If you fight back, the army comes not to protect you, but to arrest you. This is not confusion. It is a pattern. The government is protecting the X-men and attacking the victims, and they are using uniform officers to do it. This is why people say this is not security. This is a Fulani expansion plan targeting IPOB strongholds. Everywhere IPOB is strong. You see soldiers, when IPOB was strong in Olu, soldiers invaded. When they had peaceful meetings in Afaroku, the military enter. When they speak boldly in Aba, the police raid. But IPOB does not carry arms. They speak, they protest, they ask for referendum. So why fear them? Because the Nigerian government fears ideas more than bullets. IPOB represents self-determination that scared the system. So they send soldiers to kill the idea by killing the people. Why they fear Igbo unity? Let's be honest, the biggest fear of Nigeria's ruler is not guns. It is a united Igbo people. The Igbo man is bold, intelligent, creative. He does not bow easily. That is why the plan is to divide him, isolate him, and terrorize his land. They think if they use soldiers, the people will run. If they jail Kanu, the movement will die. If they kill a few, the rest will keep quiet. But they are wrong. From the markets of Onitsha to the hills of the Nsukka, the Igbo spirit is alive, and that spirit is why this terror in uniform continues. Silence of Igbo politicians. Where are the governors? Where are the senators? Why are they silent? Every time the army burns a village, every time the police abduct a youth, our so-called leaders say nothing. They sit in Abuja, they dance for position, they collect contracts, but when their people are dying, they look away. That silence is betrayal. If they can't speak for the people, they should resign, because right now they are not leaders, they are accomplices. The world is watching but saying nothing. Amnesty International knows what is happening. Human rights groups have reported army killings, police torture, and DSS abuse, but the world call it Nigeria internal issue. Why? Because they don't see unity among us. If we don't speak loudly, they will ignore us. That is why this video matters. That is why sharing this video matters. Every comment, every share, every repost send a message that Biafrans are not blind. Why Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody? Now the final piece, Nnamdi Kanu is not in DSS custody because he broke a law. He is there because he broke the silence.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Naija Voice TV. Stay tuned for latest updates.